of happy, we are thrilled to have the greatest three-point shooter of all time joining us here live on SportsCenter, Ray Allen, with a brand new book. And is it unprofessional to ask you to sign it?
No, not at all.
Good answer. Okay, later. First things first. Yeah, it's called My Journey Through Life and the Game I Love. And I got to tell you, right about half of it, it is wonderful because of how open you are. Let's start with LeBron real quick, though, since we just saw the highlight. Teammates in Miami, we all know he's great. Take us behind the scenes, as you kind of did here. What is he like as a leader? What kind of leader is he?
Well, the minute I got to Miami, he was that guy that he kind of wanted to learn everything he could from me. When I was out on the floor shooting, he wanted to know, what routines are you doing? Like, help me with my free throws. What do I need to work on to get better? And, that's something that, was unprecedented. So I did everything I could. We shot so many free throws while I played there. Free throw games after every practice. But for the most part, one thing he did great was he stretched every morning and after every game. So, that's one thing I admired about him. He always took care of his body.
Always, and still does for sure. He has evolved so much. I mean, you saw the thing this week, asked who would you vote for MVP. He says me. I mean, he doesn't hold back socially. I mean, he does a lot of that now. I mean, how has he evolved, in your opinion, kind of socially and publicly?
Well, we've come a long way as athletes. If you think about the use of social media, people nowadays, they tell us just to stay out of politics and shut up and dribble, but we have so much to say. We have so much going on in our lives with children, with charities, kids in school. There's so much going on, so we care about what happens in the world. So you're going to know what we think. And
but he's not afraid to pat himself on the back now.
Yeah.
Was he like that in Miami?
Well, you got to know who you are.
Yeah,
you got to understand that position, and and one thing I say, and even in my book, is I never patted myself on the back enough. And sometimes when you don't, people don't respect you in that same fashion. So you got to sometimes, kind of put your ego out there a little bit more than you would otherwise.
Yeah, it's a personal decision for sure. All right, let's get deeper into this because, I mean, you were extremely forthcoming about everything, including your relationship, specifically with your former Celtics teammates, Paul Pierce, Rajon Rondo. Why was there such a rift?
Obviously, I went to another team, and that was difficult for those guys to handle. One thing, as I left, free agents, we move on. You figure out what's best for you. I admitted my fault, not having a conversation with Paul as I left, but most athletes we know through free agency, it's a whirlwind starting on July 1st, and we had to do what we had to do when we had to do it. Otherwise, all the positions started kind of shoring up. So,
but don't you think there was a rift from what you said during your time in Boston together?
No, we were always good. That's why I said the time that we spent, we had a great time. We were always on the same page. We were like brothers. We argued.
So that's the normal part.
Yeah, and that's the thing I tell people. It's like, I don't have anything against anybody. It's not personal. We all want to win. We all think we could do it our way. So it was interesting. Now that I'm gone, it's easy to say, Ray was to blame. But, I've always been good to everybody that I've been around. And I love being in the locker rooms and inspiring people to be better than what they were yesterday. And I was a student. I always loved the coach and, listening to what he had to say. So I wasn't ever feeling like I was against anybody because we all were trying to win a championship.
You really did, though, take us behind the curtain personally with your family, your wife, your children, but as well with the teammates. Why did you reveal so much? Because there's some guys who are saying, listen, why do you have to go there? Why'd you do it?
Because people need to understand that, our life is not just about, wearing a nice suit, driving a nice car, or winning the championship. We come from somewhere. Like, we have so many entities that we're involved with and so many people who inspired us to be great, and not necessarily our high school coach or, a kid that we played with growing up, but the people who were the naysayers. Those are the people that are in my head till this day more than anything. And you always want to prove them wrong. And I want to tell every kid in America and around the world, for that matter, those people that say bad things about you, just take it as criticism and use that to be better than what you were yesterday.
And you used it from growing up as an Air Force brat all the way through what you're doing today. Ray's book, From the Outside, My Journey Through Life and the Game I Love, really awesome and inspiring. Thank you, Ray.
Thank you.
Anytime you're bored, come visit us up here in Bristol, Connecticut, okay?
Thank you.
Thanks. Randy.